Today I want to show you how to culture springtails. When you order a springtail culture from Josh's Frogs, it's going to come in a container like this. A lot of times in shipping, they can get a little bit too warm or too cold, which causes carbon dioxide to build up in the culture from the food that is molding inside of that culture. So when you get the culture, if you look on the sides and you notice no springtails are moving around, what you're going to want to do is make sure the lid is tightly on, flip it upside down, so all the water comes to the top, flip it back side up, and then take the culture lid off, blow in it a little, and put the culture lid back on, but don't tighten it on. That way it gets a little bit of fresher air. Once the oxygen gets back into the culture, the springtails will start moving around again and you'll be all set and ready to go. Now, once you have the springtail culture and the springtails are moving around, there's a bunch of different ways to get springtails into your terrarium. The first way is you can just add a little bit of water to the culture and pour out the water into your tank. Springtails float, and so they come right out with the water. The other option would be to dump the culture right into your tank. You can mix it into your substrate. That way you get the springtails and all the eggs that they've laid on the charcoal in the culture as well. The third way is you can actually culture these outside of your terrarium so that you can add them to mini terrariums, keep them around inside your house for future terrariums, that kind of stuff. And the way you do that is you'll need to order the kit, which comes with the charcoal, the food, and the insect culturing container. First, you're going to take this charcoal and you're going to tear the top off, like so, and pour that in here. And we're going to throw this away. Then you'll take your springtail culture and you'll dump this right in here. Make sure I get it all in there so I get all the springtails and all their eggs as well. Shake it a little bit so it sifts down. And then you'll want to fill this with water about 1 inch on the bottom. And then you'll take this food and you'll apply the food as it gets eaten. This food right here is a very balanced diet for these springtails. And the springtails will actually eat not the food, but the mold and fungus that's going to grow on this food. So it's not uncommon for you to see mold and fungus inside your springtail cultures. That's totally fine. The springtails will eat those up. And that's why springtails make a good addition to a terrarium, because they're going to eat the mold and fungus that's growing inside of your terrarium. Keep the lid on this guy, and you want to keep it below 70 degrees if you can. They just produce a lot better than that, but they'll produce up into 72, 74 degrees as well. But the cooler you can keep it, the more they're going to produce. And the way you feed out of this is the same way you feed out of these guys, is you just add a little bit more water, pour the water into your terrarium, and you'll get some springtails in there.
If you have any more questions about dart frog care, reptile amphibian care, or are looking for quality supplies, feeders, or live captive bred animals, please visit our website at www.joshsfrogs.com.